Hey everyone, this is Daniel from PhoneArena with a Samsung Wave 578, another entry-level phone with Samsung's own operating system, bada, which is only different from the rest with the fact that it sports an NFC chip inside for mobile payments and such. In fact, it is identical to all the low-end bada phones with its 3.2-inch screen at the paltry 240 by 400 pixels of resolution and the 3-megapixel camera on the back without an LED flash. The design is a tad different though, with these tapered screen bezel edges here on the sides of the display, which are probably supposed to aid your fingers' smooth moves while you're working the touchscreen. Other than that, once you've seen one affordable bada handset, you've seen them all. Let's have a look if we have anything different interface-wise though. Our Samsung Wave 578 review unit runs bada 1.1 despite that its NFC chip capabilities are one of the cornerstones of the bada 2.0 update. We have extensively reviewed bada 1.1 in our video review of the Samsung Wave 723, so we won't dwell too much on it here. I will just mention that it's a pretty functional mobile operating system without much visual candy. The phone has its own file browser, document viewer, and the email client, for example, is pretty functional as well. It offers automatic settings for the most popular online services you can see here. And also it handles attachments of various types up to 10 megabytes in size, which is pretty good. The virtual keyboard is also pretty comfortable, both in this portrait and in landscape orientation. Actually surprisingly comfortable for a screen of this size. Predictive text input. For a 3.2-inch screen, we didn't find any issues entering text on the Samsung Wave 578, as with the rest of the low-end bada handsets. Browsing on the handset is fairly zippy, but the browser doesn't support full desktop Adobe Flash, and also it doesn't do text reflow. Coupled with the low screen resolution, this makes browsing a pretty basic experience on the Wave 578. As you can see, text reflow is not supported, so we have to zoom in and out until we find the proper zoom level for reading articles. Overall, the browser, Dolphin browser, does the job, but it's nothing to write home about. The music player, as with all bada handsets, is actually pretty functional, and it has embedded song recognition capability, which you can run directly from the music player. The speaker on the Wave 578 is pretty strong and with fairly clear sound for such an entry-level handset. Actually, the only thing that differentiates the handset from the rest of the bada gang is this NFC up here, which allows you to collect and issue NFC tags. As you can see, you can create bookmarks, contacts, memos, and so on and so forth, which will serve you well if you have some NFC-enabled gear around you, like concert tickets or posters. They will do the NFC chip justice in this Samsung Wave 578. All in all, we found the Samsung Wave 578 to be a pretty unimpressive handset due to the low screen resolution and the insufficient number of apps in the store. Unless, of course, you're in a dire need of the NFC chip inside. Voice quality on the phone is above average, but the blurry photos it takes and the fact that the NFC technology probably won't enter mass market adoption in this handset's lifetime make us a bit hesitant to recommend the phone before some low-end Android handset of similar price, like the Samsung Galaxy Mini, for example, which will offer high screen resolution and access to thousands of apps in Android market. This was a video review of the Samsung Wave 578 from PhoneArena. For more information about this and other handsets, you can visit us at phonearena.com. Thanks for watching.